see. Let's discuss the paper, and I'll make this video public. Next day you can maybe I'll send all the videos to you today itself to your WhatsApp. You can share it with your friends. The reason for making this public video is because everyone will be benefited. Some are coming to the classes, some are not, some are having issues coming to classes. Therefore, my idea is to make this video public because it's beneficial for them as well. So you can share this video with your friends too. Okay, first of all, let me go to the Edmodo. So this one, actually, most of you are familiar, but there are some students who are not familiar, who are not in Edmodo. That's totally okay, but I'll add all of you to the Edmodo when we start the new classes in this November. You will be promoted to the next grade, right? You are in grade 7 and you will be going to grade 8. Those who are in grade 8 will go to grade 9. So we will be starting classes on November for that grade. Then when you are in the new grade, I'll register all of you to the relevant or the particular Edmodo account. So it will be easy to you to do the things online. And here's the paper. So some of you were complaining that you cannot see the paper, but it's not true. So let me show that, because when you go there, you can see the paper as the second post, and the first post, you can see the submission answer script. That is here. This is the paper and this is the answer script. Okay, let's go to the paper. It's very important, so please be concerned, don't disconnect. Please be connected because it's very, very important. We are discussing entire syllabus within short amount of time. So very fast, quick revision. Okay, so let's go to the question number. Let's go to the question number 1 in this paper. You can try to tell me the answers. So about these questions, you can try to tell me the answers. Question number 1, please read it. It's saying data and instructions temporarily stored in. Okay, so what is your answer about this?
Memory register. Memory register.
It's obviously memory register. Why is that? Because transistor is an electronic device. We are not going to save there. Central processing unit CPU is processing. Motherboard is for transmitting information, and memory register is the only location to share save the instruction temporarily basis. But if you wish to save this in permanent basis, what you can use? If you want to save permanently, then what you can use in computer?
Hard disk.
Hard disk, yes. Any other thing other than hard disk?
External hard disk and
hard disk.
pen drive, CDs.
Pen drive, CD, DVD, floppy, memory cards, right? Those are permanent storages, right? But these random access memory, memory registers, cache memory, these are we call volatile memories. Volatile means depend on voltage. It's temporary. Okay, so let's go to the answer script, and I'm going to review a question, review a paper which is not reviewed. I'll go and review paper. Here are the answer scripts, and students. Okay, whose paper I'm going to review now? None of these was graded, so I'll use Devmin's one. Is it okay? Okay, let's use girls, one of the girls. Who's the first girl I can see?
Paper didn't show me correctly, sir.
Why?
Half of the paper didn't show. The 20 questions didn't show. Only the
Again you are telling same story that I mentioned in the beginning. දැන් මම පටන් ගන්නකොට මොකක් කියලා පටන් ගත්තේ? මොකක්ද? Edmodo එකේ paper එක තිබ්බා. paper එක තියෙන්නේ post දෙකකට කියලාම මම පටන් ගත්තේ. Didn't you hear that? Here. So this is the paper. You have to click the paper and open in another tab. මේ තමයි answer script එක. Answers ලියන්න ඕන තැන. ඒතර answers ලියන්න ඕන තැන ප්‍රශ්න නැහැ. Right? මේකෙන් බලාගෙන තමයි මොකද ඒක කරන්න හේතුව some of the students are not in the online mode, no, they don't know how to write online answers, no. That's why I gave the paper separately this time. Otherwise I could have added paper itself here, but I have separated that. So this is the paper. By looking at the paper you have to mark the answers here. So that was the expectation, right? අරක බලාගෙන මෙතන උත්තර මාක් කරන්න කියන එක තමයි දුන්නේ. Okay, I'll take Devmin's one. It's okay. I'll take Devmin's one. Okay, you can say, oh, Devmin මොකද උනේ? මේ මාක් කරලා නැහැ නේ එකක්වත්. Devmin?
Sir, it didn't show. We did half of these questions, but it didn't show.
Cannot happen. වෙන්න විදියක් නැහැ. මොකද online එක හැමෝටම සාමාන්‍ය කිසිම අවුලක් නැතුව පෙන්න බලමු අපි. Let's use someone else's one. Yeah, I'll use
Excuse me, sir.
yes.
Sir, I didn't do that Edmodo one, but I did the paper that you have sent to the
Yeah,
group,
it's okay.
and
We will mark
then
that manually. We will mark
then
that.
I sent to you again.
Okay, I'll mark that manually, right? Okay, Tisal's one ungraded and Devdisi. Okay, let's go to the Devdisi's paper. I'll mark this one. Right, the first one, මොකද Devdisi පළවෙනි question එකම වරද්දා කියලා තියෙන්නේ. So first one is memory registers, right? It's an easy question. Answer is one. The second one, which belongs to the magnetic or optical storage category? Magnetic or optical?
Hard disk.
Hard disk.
Hard disk.
Exactly, hard disk. SSD is a solid state. Pen drive is also solid state. Memory card is also solid state. Solid state means no, the components are not moving. When components are not moving, we call that is a solid state. Components move වෙනවා නම් අපි කියනවා solid state නෙමෙයි කියලා. That can be magnetic or optical. Okay, let's see how hard disk is working. I'll go to Anima drafts. And about the hard disk, this is the Anima draft animation. I think I have actually explained this to you previously, but let's wait till it loads, right? Loading. It seems the site is slow. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Right, okay. I think then the website has a problem. Here, it's loud. Okay, you can see this is the 360 view of your hard disk. Actually, it's a magnetic storage. You can see there's a large magnet and actuator attached to that magnet. This magnet controls the north-south particles in the hard disk. This platter, the read-write head is moving. This is like a gramophone, right? Cartoon that what do you call that? Boralugoda Galpata cartoon. I have seen that bird is reading a gramophone, moving its mouth here and there. Right?
Sir, Gilpratha, I think.
Yeah, I think what stones, some stones, some story like that. Okay. Anyway, this is moving forward and backward. You can see when it's moving forward and backward, what will happen? So there's a permanent magnet, and so this magnet is basically moving, and this coil is magnetized, and that data is sent through the this actuator to heads. මේ actuator හරහා මේ magnetism එක මේ permanent magnet එකේ තියෙන north south එක මේ this magnetism will go through this. Then what will happen? It will use and write it to a read-write head.
Sir, can you please send the link?
Sorry. You need the link?
Can you please send? Yeah.
Okay, send it. Send it to the chat. This is bit heavy animation. It will take some time to load, right? Then what will happen when the head is, so this is what magnetic storage. Head is then magnetized in the disk. So maybe 10 is north-south and 1 is north-south and 0 is south-north. Likewise, it is magnetizing these platters, surfaces. So these are the heads. These heads are magnetizing these platters. That is how you record zeros and ones in the disk. බින්දුව එක රෙකෝඩ් කරන්න ඒ විදිහට බින්දුව එක විදිහට සේව් කරන්න බෑනේ. ඒ හින්දා මේ ඩිස්ක් එක ප්ලැටර්ස් මැග්නටයිස් කරලා තමයි මේ මැග්නටයිස් කරන පැත්ත අනුව. If it is north south it is 1, if it is south north it is 0. So based on the direction we store zeros and ones in the disk. This is what magnetic storage is. Magnetic storage එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ මේ වගේ. එයා කරන්නේ ඩිස්ක් එකක් මැග්නටයිස් කරනවා. Okay, so let's move to the paper now. I have seen how it works and I have sent the link. You can just go through and study that. Okay, the next question, it's asked, what is this image?
CPU.
This is CPU. That's easy. It's a central processing unit. Easy question. Question number 3, 1, 2, and 3 is CPU. Question number 4. Not an example for presentation software.
Google Docs.
Google Docs. Yes, Google Docs is just documents, right? It's not presentation. PowerPoint is presentation software. And also this one, if you have not seen, this is Keynote. Keynote is also here. You can see it can use to open the presentation. They save the documents as key. Key කියලා තමයි save කරන්නේ Keynote.
So
And
that's the one in
Mac.
Mac.
Yeah, that is the one in Mac. And you can take a presentation and maybe here you can take any presentation and edit it and add animation styles and all. Here, click on this to get any template. Then you can add and edit the template as you wish. You can add the text styles. So likewise, you can do these changes and display and add animations also. Effects can be added.
So is Keynote easy to use?
Yeah, it's easy to use, but basically what I use is... Right?
Is it free?
Yes, it's free for Mac. Okay. So let me delete it. I'm not going to save this now.
Can't get the Keynote in Windows.
That is the basic problem, right? Keynote for Windows is there, right? Keynote for Windows is there, but the thing is, my recommendation, you can go and download. But it's best, it's working basically in, this is a free one, right? So it's working well in Mac, but it will work in Windows, but it will work better way in Mac, but you can just download and install. It's only 417 megabytes, right? Seems, and it's also free.
Sir, we can't download that app. I tried download by all links, but not showing me. But another version showing for Windows Keynote.
This was not there, is it?
No, sir.
You can try. So others also can try and see whether it can be downloaded or not. Sure, this is English.
So scroll down.
Yeah,
You can see download.
You can see download for PC with server one. That's not working.
No, sir. There are another versions.
Keynote mode and other things, right? Yes, compatible versions. But anyway, just give a try. So it's freely available. So you can just search it and download. I'll search a link and send it to you if you really want a better link. Okay, this icon belongs to
iWork pages.
iWork pages.
iWork
That is iWork pages. It's not Word, it is not Pen, it is not OpenOffice Impress, it is iWork pages. This is there in the book, right? So question number 5.
What is pen?
Sorry?
What is pen? Is
Yeah,
a soft? Is that a software like word processing?
Just added that word, right?
Okay.
Just to mislead you, because this is a pen, no? Just to mislead you. Okay, what is the brain? What is acting as the brain of the computer?
CPU.
It is CPU, no doubt about that. That is also easy question. CPU. What is the measurement unit? What is the measurement unit used to measure CPU speed?
Millisecond.
Millisecond or picosecond?
Picosecond.
Picosecond.
It's picosecond, right? Okay, let me show this because this is confusing for some students. Therefore, let me show this to you. How this picosecond thing comes. Okay, I'll go. This one. Okay, so basically we used to measure speed using hertz. We used to measure speed using hertz. Hertz means cycles per second. Cycles per second. What is a cycle? Cycle is if an activity is happening periodically. So if the same activity is repeating periodically, the time taken to complete one period is called cycle. Okay, think about this. A bicycle wheel is circulating. If the wheel is circulating, the wheel to come to the same place again, it's a cycle. And if okay, let's say if something is processing, it's going to processor and coming back and display. So if this is repeating thing, the time taken to complete one activity is a cycle. If you are okay, if you play a beat like this, okay, let's tap to the desk. I think you can hear that. Gap between two taps is called a cycle. Gap between two taps. දෙපාරක් මෙහෙම තට්ටු කරනකොට මේ දෙකක් අතර gap එක. තමයි cycle එකක් කියලා. If a water drop is falling down, the frequency or the gap between two drops is a cycle. So anyway, any repetitive activity, when we measure the gap between this repetitive activity, each repetitive activity, there is called a cycle. Hertz means 1 cycle per second. And in hertz, okay, let me go to the first thing. 1000 hertz is kilohertz. 1000 hertz is equal to kilohertz. And 1 million hertz or 1000 kilohertz is equal to megahertz. And 1 billion hertz or 1 million kilohertz or 1000 megahertz is equal to 1 gigahertz. Okay, let's see how we are going to measure. So if it is hertz, we measure per second, cycles per second. So let's say you are measuring a distance. So distance is measured using meters. First you go 100 meters, 150, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. Like was 900 meters, 950 meters, then 1000 meters, you can call that 1 kilometer, right? When it comes to 1000 meter, we are not telling 1000 meters normally, we say 1 kilometer. Have you seen in that distance measurement apps? So first it's going like meters. But when it achieves 1000 meters, we can call kilometer. For an example, gram. Okay, you can say 500 grams, 750 grams, 900 grams. After 900 grams, then 990 grams is also possible. But if it is 1000 grams, we call 1 kilogram. Understood? Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Difficult. 18 යනකොට අපි 1000යි කියනකට වැඩි 1 kg කියලා තමයි කියන්නේ. ඒතර මේක 18 මේ යද්දි මනින්න තප්පරයකට සයිකල් 1000යි කියලා කියමු. 1000, this is the maximum that it can go is 1000 cycles per second. 1000 cycles per second කියන්නේ තප්පරයකට සයිකල් 1000ක් යනවා. Then it is 1 divided by 1000 per cycle. Second per cycle. So 1 divided by 1000 is called millisecond. 1 divided by 1000 is called millisecond. Then 1 divided by 1 million, after 1000 you have this 1000 into 1000. 1000 into 1000. Then 1 divided by million is called what? 1 divided by, this is actually 1000 hertz. No, maximum it can go is 1000 kilohertz. 1000 kilohertz means 1 megahertz. That means 1 million. This is 1000 hertz. So 1000 cycles per second. Sorry, 1 million cycles per second means that is the maximum you can go. Maximum යන්න පුළුවන් මෙහෙම කියලා 1 million. 1 million cycles per second යන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට මනින්න වෙන්නේ 1000 1 divided by 1000 milliseconds. This is called milliseconds, right? Then 1 divided by 1000 milliseconds is called nanoseconds. 1 divided by 1000 milliseconds is called nanosecond. Then after nanosecond, you have, sorry, this is microseconds. My mistake, right? It is microsecond. This is called nanoseconds. And after that, you have picoseconds. How you measure your processor speed? Is it in megahertz, kilohertz, gigahertz, or
Gigahertz.
It's in
Gigahertz.
Gigahertz means it is picoseconds. Right? One cycle will take a picosecond to complete. Understood that? So the answer for this is picoseconds. So answer for this is picosecond due to that. That is A, B, C, D, answer D. And let's see what's given in your one, and it is answer D. You have marked answer 1, but sorry, you have marked answer 4, but it's given for answer 1, which is wrong. This one is actually wrongly marked. I will correct that, right? You will get marks for this question, don't worry. That is for picosecond. Okay, then the next one. Which of the following evolved with the evolution of the computer?
All of the above.
Yes, it is speed, technology, maintenance technology, everything evolved. So you can call all of the above. And I just want to see one thing. How you see the speed of your processor? Can anyone show me that? If you can remember.
Sir,
Yes. Yes. Okay, Rehan Sai, she's going to show that. How?
you
Yes.
have to go to Task Manager
Manager.
and then go to the Performance and then CPU.
Yes, very good, excellent. Right, then you can see the speed here. You can see it's in the gigahertz, right? Can you show it again quickly? Because I just want to show it to others also. Anyone who's willing to show? Okay, Dulina, please click on the Task Manager, which is there. Yes, then select Task Bar and Task Manager. Then go to the Performance tab. Okay, then go to the CPU, and there you can see here it is 3.66 gigahertz. So that is a very high speed, 3.66 gigahertz. You are measuring this one cycle will be measured in a picosecond, because it is 3 billion hertz. 3 billion hertz. Very big value. Okay. Right, thank you. So all of others can do the same in your computer, right? Time to time, I'll give the chances. If you want to learn, you can share. Because this I have taught them. That's why they know. And some of the actually some of them are okay, but I have explained this to all of them others. Operating system. It takes CLI interface and turn into GUI. What is CLI? CLI?
Command line interface.
Okay, command line interface. What is command line interface? Okay, if you have not seen, so this is some example. This is not perfect example, but this shows some example. Can you see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Right, no icons,
Yes, sir.
nothing, right? No icons, nothing is there. So, but I have to type commands to get things done, clear. Then PWD is print working directory. It shows I'm in this. Then I just want to move to the desktop, CD desktop. Change directory, CD desktop. I'm navigated to desktop. Then I
Yes,
want,
sir, we
yeah.
could also use command prompt, right?
Yeah, in Windows, command prompt is something similar to this. Then I can ask, okay,
Sir, what is the one in Mac OS?
this is terminal. In Mac OS, it
Okay.
is called terminal. In Linux also, it is called, Mac OS and Linux has more similarities, right? Linux also, it is terminal. Mac OS is also, it's terminal. This is to see the files, and you can see all the files in the desktop. And I just want to go to the folder called Dasun. No, it's not there. Let's go down and CD Dasun. I'm trying to go to that folder. No, it's also not there. CD double dot CD. Okay, seems not there. So let's ls. Okay, these are the things available. Right. There's a folder in simple Dasun. CD Dasun. It's there. ls. Nothing is there inside this. If I want to create a folder mkdir, let's say Hashan, then ls, it has created the folder. Then ls minus l. Everything need to be given like this. Commands. So the advantage is more security. The advantage is it is more secure. Another advantage, it is faster, robust, but disadvantage, it is need to be learned. It is not easy to learn and difficult to remember the commands, and it is not user friendly, right? It's not friendly, because when you see this interface, you can understand how to close this, how to open this, what to double click, what to not double. Actually, when you go there, so when you see the folder structure, you know what's there. What is a folder and what is a file, you can understand that. When you see this, you know, these are folders, these are files. This is a Word file. That is user friendly. GUI or graphical user interface is user friendly. CLI is not user friendly. Some computers are there, it only uses CLI. The make me dekama tibbata samara computers තියෙනවා ඒවයි CLI විතරයි තියෙන්නේ. It uses CLI only, command line interface only, especially the server operating systems, right? Especially server operating systems are using CLI only. Okay, I think you got an idea about this CLI and GUI. Okay, then operating system convert CLI to GUI? No, not actually, right? CLI is another way of accessing the commands. GUI is another way of accessing the command, not actually. Acts as a middleman between middleman and helps you to control your computer. That is true. It's a middleman. It's helping us controlling our computer. Controls the computer? No. Without you, you cannot control the monitor. No. So 2 is the answer for question number 9. Yes, she has given the answer. And what is Linux?
An operating system?
Operating system.
Operating system or operating system kernel?
An operating system kernel.
Yes, it is actually operating system kernel. It's actually operating system kernel. Kernel is like engine, right? The most accurate answer, yes, you can tell it in the exam operating system, doesn't matter. But if you have both answers, so let's say in your exam you have operating system answer, then you can mark it. But if you have both answer, operating system kernel and operating system, if you have this both answer, kernel is the answer. Why?
Excuse me, sir. What's the difference between operating system and operating system kernels?
Okay, shall I ask one question from you?
Yes, sir.
So what is the difference between engine and car? Engine?
We need an engine for a car.
Yes, definitely we need an engine for a car. Without engine, can you run a car? No,
No.
No, sir.
right? So can you use engine to create some other vehicles? Some other car models? Same
Yes,
engine?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so that is the same story. Linux is operating system kernel. It's like engine. But when you add these wheels, steering wheel, gearboxes, body, and all these things, it will create a nice operating system. Okay, think about Ubuntu Linux. What is it? It is operating system. Think about Fedora
Yes,
Linux, operating system. Mint Linux, operating system. SUSE Linux, operating system. Kali Linux, operating system. Debian Linux, operating system. All these
Parrot Linux.
Yes, Hantan Linux, Carrot Linux, all these Linux. Ubuntu, Kubuntu, Enubuntu, Exubuntu, all these things. SUSE, Debian, Red Hat, right? CentOS, the other hand. Hantana Linux in Sri Lanka is also a Linux. So all these are Linux-based operating systems. Linux is engine. Using this engine, we can create many vehicles. There are closer to 200 Linux variants in the world. All are using this Linux engine. So if your CPU is going 100%, so is it slow? Hey Shani, you have a question. You're saying that your CPU is going 100%. Is it slow or is it regular?
Sometimes slow, sir.
Sometimes slow. Okay, that can happen in two reasons. One is like CPU will get 100%, will go reach 100%, especially when there's a virus or there's a virus check in progress. That is one thing. The other thing is if you are running a 3D or some heavy process, that can happen. But so if it is normally 100% in the ideal mode, then you have to check. Then definitely it can be a virus.
Excuse
Ideal-
me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have a problem about the software.
Mhm.
Sir, what is Discord?
Discord,
Yes, sir.
this one.
Yeah, that one.
Discord is basically, it's a platform where you can interact with the teachers. So who's using Discord? Why you ask that question? Where you see that Discord is used?
Sir, I have seen a software like that in the internet. So
Yeah,
always-
Discord is there. Discord is actually, so this is organization in Canada actually. So
I also use Slack.
sorry.
I also use Discord.
So yes, this is actually so you can also volunteer for this, but I'm not sure whether your age is enough to volunteer. So I'm just volunteering. I'm thinking of volunteering them for their education. So this is actually a global volunteering platform. So the software is not volunteering software. The software is used to basically, it has chat rooms and all these things. So it's like a place to communicate. Similar to maybe similar to
social
Skype.
media?
No, it's not social media actually. It's a platform for communicating. It's like it's having rooms and all, similar to this Zoom and not just Zoom and Skype. Some in between that, those features are there. You can interact, you can communicate using channels, right? Okay, I think you got an idea. Just install and see, and there are a lot of international organizations are using that Discord, but not in Sri Lanka. Maybe next year I'll introduce Discord to you, then you can see. After volunteering in this project, maybe I'll implement this in your classes also. Then let's see how we can benefit from Discord, right? Okay. අපේකත් හොඳයි. මොකද මම ඉස්සරහට දාන්න හිතන් ඉන්නවා. Okay, then so somebody else also said that she's using Discord. So in your school, is it there?
No, it's just for fun.
Not just for fun, right? Okay, then this is good for academic environments, right? Discord is really good for academic environments. You can do many tasks over there. Okay, then what is file extension? So this one, actually the answer is operating system kernel, but this can mark operating system that is okay, right? If you can mark as operating system in your examination, you can introduce that as operating system. That doesn't matter. But if you have both kernel and operating system, then you have to go for the kernel, because kernel is most appropriate answer. This is a partially correct answer. This is the most appropriate one. Extension of a file indicates the related program. Is it true? By using, can you see the related program?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Shows the file type.
Yes, sir.
Yes. It is helpful in finding the file when you need it.
Yes, sir.
Yes. It is extension. Extension is all about this. Then all of the above are correct. Right? Extension is what comes after the file name. Even in Google, we are using extensions, right? I think you know that. If you want to search something in Google, we use extensions. For an example, let's go to Google, and if I want to search presentation files related to Sigiriya, I can search like Sigiriya and file type PPTX or file type PPT. So this will bring me the PowerPoint presentations all around the world related to Sigiriya. All these are PowerPoint presentations. Here PPT, 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 all are PowerPoint presentations. Okay. So likewise, extensions are, extension is this PPTX for PPT, PPT for all PowerPoint, PPTX for new PowerPoint presentations. PDF, if you search PDF, it will bring all the PDF files about Sigiriya. Here it is. All the files that you are getting is about Sigiriya. And you need Sigiriya plus Kashyapa, both. Then you search like Sigiriya plus Kashyapa. Then whatever the results given will have Sigiriya and Kashyapa both. Okay, this is how basically you search. Extensions are really useful in that. Okay, let's go to the question back. What is typical keyboard type?
QWERTY.
QWERTY. Yes, it is QWERTY. ඒක ලේසි නේද? keyboard එක ඔයාලගේ බලන්නකො අකුරු තියෙන පිළිවෙල. QWERTY. That is called QWERTY keyboard. QW